Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes... Take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And here's the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it, Jesse. What do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition.
Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Bernard. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. They keep attacking through the air. Unloads it left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Back to pass, it's Milroe. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Alabama pushing the tempo. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Keeps looking downfield. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the 1st half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
Makes the catch. It's Urasek. Oh, he dropped it! Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. To the ground to try to move the chains. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Now it's second and goal. Powers forward. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David,
the expressway is wide open. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. He's got his man. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's first and 10 from just inside the 40. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. With the catch, it's Law. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Looking to move it through the air. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He wants to throw it again. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
On third down, going up top. He makes a grab. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown tie! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He wants to take the top off. And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Bama! What a great play by the defense, and paying it off with the interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big...
Makes the grab on the right. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Dogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there getting set. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Tide offense rolls onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen,
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
The O-line gets an attaboy for that play. How about the time they gave their quarterback? Beautiful pocket. They allowed him to survey the field, find his open guy. This offensive line, they are gelling early.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Now the play fake. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Vanderbilt Commodores taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. They're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And man, oh man, what a gamble, right? To start the game, I guess they're trying to get this home crowd even more jacked up, get them in the football game, but it fails. They recover the onside kick. Now you're going to need this home crowd to get loud and play some defense with it.
First down here for the offense. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself. Powers through the defender. The ball pops out. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
I love those. sticks. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that time.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's a fumble. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And you get that sudden change where your defense just forced a turnover. Now you want to be aggressive, go get points, capitalize on the momentum. And you give the ball right back to the defense. Terrible job by this offense. Come on, you got to take advantage of those opportunities.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Steps away. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Alexander. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down in the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Commodores.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
There's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
To throw, it's Milroe. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic. There's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
On second down, wants to throw it. He's got an open man. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one deep. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense that way, actually.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. The give out of the gun. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Might as well give it to him again. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains, set your defense for positive situations down the road.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. It's complete to the left. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
That this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
That keeps the score. Vanderbilt 7, Alabama 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. He's looking to throw it. Got a man. It's Alexander. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Split backs here. Quarterback checking off. Johnson wants to throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And the Commodores want to crank the tempo. Pocket starts to collapse. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Buys a little extra time. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Back to pass, it's Milroe. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense breaks the huddle, it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Forced out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Henderson. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
Well, a huge 4th down, and that play goes off schedule, and the quarterback doing a nice job buying time, and his receivers, David, working with him to be on the same page.
Yeah, but you got to keep the rabbit in the cage. I mean, you got to do a good job when you rush the passer. I know you want to go get him, and I know you want to get sacks, but we got to do a good job of keeping contain on him, keeping him inside the pocket so he can't scramble, and then receivers, like you were talking about, making those plays, making the scramble drill happen.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Alabama! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Stopping the option is hard, but mission number 1 is I better make the quarterback make a read and get the ball out of his hands. The defense hasn't done that today. That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. Oh, and the ball squirts out near their own goal line. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive areas.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Getting some heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Commodores will hustle to the line.
That option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker, you can tell. Locked in on the quarterback, chases him down, gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break the tackle, gets him on the ground.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. They're bringing heat. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
That's reeled in. It's Haynes. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this all...
Lets it fly. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 14, Vanderbilt 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Commodores headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
He lets it fly. He's got it on the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down, bleed the clock. The clock right now is your friend.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. This is how you make it interesting. Your defense has to come through, has to make the big play, and they do. Clock running out, you get the ball back to your offense. Way to force the issue, create the interception.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Smashes through. Intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the